Yeah, it looks like we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Hang Leash v Cleese production. This is a live broadcast, kicking back from one of those canal houses. Yep, kicking back from a canal house. I'm getting messages. Mr. Farting, I just got your message, last message. Anyway, I'll go for a wander. You know, to be honest, I know I scheduled this live broadcast, but I really can't be bothered, to tell you the truth. I'm just kicking back in holiday mode. I was, I got a message to remind me that I was going live from somebody. Are you going live? It's like, yeah, I might as well do it now. I'll go live now. But to be honest, I'm kicking back on the couch. I'm watching new YouTubes. I'm just watching those random engineering type videos where things do random things. I'll just go for a walk around this place. I'll go up onto the balcony. Whoa. It's the balcony. Neighbours across the road are going to have a fire going again. I don't know if you can see the people across the road there. Just behind me. Yeah, they're making a fire. 1 minute 44, and there's not one person on here. See, lives, what a waste of time. Friday night live, but I did say 6 o'clock, so maybe I'm a bit early. But there was only one person waiting, lining up for it, so I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to entertain some people that are out there that might watch this after the fact. Come on, look who you're missing. What an awesome video. I'm bloody good at this. I'm not good at this. I'm probably better off walking around Perth City doing it. I'm going to go out this way. Go sit outside. Got nothing to talk about, can't be bothered. I was going to go for a walk down by the river. Chuck me thongs on. Let's do it. Bloody live. Hey, looks like there's two people are watching this. Wow. As we roll on down to this spot. It's pretty wicked on the water, these canals. I like it. Go for another wander down here. Beautiful evening. I think it's going to rain tomorrow. And once again, I am a bit early for this live broadcast. 3 people watching. Thank you. I haven't really got much to say. I'm just on 5 days off. I'll just put the tripod thing down there and I'll go back and stand back here. I'm going to chuck a fishing rod in later, but you can't hear me from there. Can you hear me? Hello, you're watching another English with English production. Alright. Again, haven't got much to talk about. Look alike, the man. yeah, you're right. That's correct. You got it. Absolutely. I know it's only an hour away, but to be honest, I thought I was going to Dwelling Up. I thought I was going out in the bush. Because when I saw a picture of the place lined up with a lake, I thought it was a farm lake. But I don't organise these things. My wife organises our little holidays. I just turn up. I don't study it. I just go there and it's like a surprise for me. So when I wrote that thumbnail for this video, it was a mystery location because it was a mystery to me because I don't study. She'll just say, oh, we're going here. Hi. That's 6 months ago. And I don't think about it again. And leave it at that. But it's pretty cool. I wasn't going to actually do it at the house here. I was going to go walk somewhere. Like a Max Egan style. Actually, I might do another one. Maybe tomorrow. I'll just do a random one. I won't let anyone know when it's on. I'll just do it. If people are around, people are around. But I sort of want to walk through the front of some of the houses that allow you to go across the grass here. Like, this is a bit different here because there's no really walk through here. It's all closed off, but there is some places that go through the back of the yards. Get a drink, lie back and soak up the vibes. That's what I've been doing all day on the couch in there. Just in there. a wicked little pad. So yeah, so we've hired this house for 4 days, 5 days. Yeah, 5 nights. So Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. So yeah, 4 nights. Leave on Monday. Something to do. What do I talk about? 4 people watching. Thank you. Oh, wicked. What's that? Short of Straw. I can hear the Short of Straw from Metallica being played across the road. Oh man, take me back to 1988 when I was 13 years old. Well, we are in Mandurah, so lots of bogans, even on the water. But I cranked that album so my neighbours could hear it back in 1988 as well. Short of straw has been pulled for you. I forget the lyrics, used to know it all. Anyway, that was me younger headbanging days. Now I'm going to try and keep the ladies out of it. Yep, they're saying yep. And what are you kids up to? You having fun? Yeah? Well, they're occupied watching television. Good on them. And because, yeah, I'll get out. Up on the balcony. No, I'm not on the balcony. I might grab me scooter. Yes! I'll grab me scooter. If you want, I'll take you for a bit of a scoot. Just stand by while I chuck my shoes on though, because I can't scoot with me thongs, alright? Just stand by for a bit. I'll try and talk you through it while I'm doing it. Find me shoes, where'd I put them? Oh, out here maybe. Where did I put my shoes? There's me scooter. There it is. There's me Milwaukee stuff. This video is sponsored by Milwaukee. Milwaukee Power. You want to pump your scooter wheels up? Get yourself a Milwaukee M12 pump. They do the job. Yeah, should be doing voiceovers for Milwaukee. And don't forget to bring your charger. Because that's also a USB charger. Look at that. Yep. Yeah, alright, well I'll go grab the scooter and I'll go for a scoot with yous, if yous are keen. So far there's 4 people here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I know I announced it and I appreciate your time. Okay, hey, check out these thongs that I bought. Not thongs, these shoes that I bought from the Salvos, right? $15. From what I can tell, they're worth $600. Some fancy bloody Adidas basketball boot. $15 from the Salvos. Look at that. And speaking of Salvos, this jacket that I'm wearing, I think I paid $12 for this one. I love me Salvos. I definitely do. What else? Oh, I might have to do some ukulele on the live stream. But I wasn't prepared. I wasn't going to do it so soon. I wasn't really too keen on doing it, to be honest. Because I'm in holiday mode. I just want to kick back. But why not do it while I'm down here? So I'm glad I kind of forced. And that's what, I guess, with the thing where you've got a thumbnail saying you're going to be live at 6 o'clock on Friday, I guess that's means that you have to commit to it. Anyway, yes, I got some good comments from the last live that I did, even though I did it for 4 hours. I appreciated all the feedback on that. So if you people out there are the people that gave a bit of feedback on that, awesome. Thanks. Thanks for the feedback. There's my wife in the background. I can see her in the video. There she goes. She's hiding. Are you hiding, dear? No. No?
I spilt my tea, so I have to clean it.
Hey, Max Freedom. Shazza says hello. Hello, Shazza. And a big shout out there to Tony and Charlie if you're watching, because I told you I'd send you a shout out. Yeah, I'm going to go for a wander. Let's do it. Scooter time. Scooter time. But yeah, it's a nice little pad down here. So once we leave, I'll post the links if anyone wants to get this house, because it's up for grabs. I don't know how much it costs. I should ask my wife. I'll ask her the scooter again. Hey wifey, how much is this house?
It's about 500 a night and it fits 9 people.
Say that again?
500 a night, but it accommodates 9 people. So if you split the costs,
It's what?
$500 a night and it fits 9 people. Your turn? No.
Your turn. No, not on YouTube. No way. I'm not going to put you on there. All right, so say it again. How much?
$500 a night.
Yes.
And it can fit 9 people. So if you split the cost, you get like 3 or 4 families, then it's affordable.
Yeah, there we go, 500 a night. If I knew that, I would have said, let's stay home. No, I'm only joking, I don't care. I like that my wife books all the holidays. I just go for a ride. Go for a ride on the scooter. I just ride along and end up there. End up at the destination. Might chuck some sunnies on because it's still daylight. Just so I look like a thug on my scooter. Now I could go flying because I do go flying on the scooter. So bear with us. Gotta do it. Yeah. One-handed is not easy. Yep, there we go. There's the front yard. One arm. Shit, I really well. Because what I did when I let go of the accelerator with one hand on the controls, it's bloody dangerous. You shouldn't do this. One hand on the controls. Well, yeah, I'll go down here. All right. I'll go to this spot now. Is there a lot of wind noise going through there? Because I can hear it in my ears. I'm just assuming because I'm travelling through the wind that I get a bit of a but I'm about to pull up. I'll just turn the camera around so. Beautiful spot. This is like Max Egan territory, where Max Egan would go for a walk in front of the houses and all that sort of stuff. The sun setting down there in the background. Cool. So look, I'm walking in someone's backyard. It'd be a cool spot to live. But I'd be worried about flooding. You know, you look at all the personal jetties and all that sort of stuff. The canals. There's someone's boat. I'll pretend I'm Max Egan. G'day, folks. Yeah, alarming, isn't it? Yeah, the world's pretty messed up at the moment, isn't it? But I can't go there because we're on YouTube. If I start talking about some of the stuff that Max talks about, look at that joint there. Wow, nice. Here I am walking the scooter through, walking along, just for the sake of walking. People tuning out. What, 11 people on here? That's as much as I had in the rally last week. Someone's dog turd. Don't want to step on that with my new $15 shoes, Salvos. So for the people that didn't tune in before, I've got my $15 Salvo shoes. I think they're about a few $100 worth. Some fancy Adidas basketball boots. See that? Yeah. I might even jump back on the scooter. Here we go. I'm going to ride through here on the grass as we're going along. Take us on a bit of a journey as we go past some pedestrians. Background. There we go. I should have said, done what Max Egan says. What does he say? Kamostos. Malaka Pudana or something like that. I don't know. Whatever it is that Max says. Now again, I'm doing this one-handed. It's bloody dangerous on a scooter with one hand. But I'm an expert at falling off, so it's okay. And I did fall off just before when I went for a ride earlier in the day because I was filming for it with a GoPro thing. In front of me. Beautiful. Ooh. There's people in the shelter thing. There it is. I've got a pretty good mic on here, so it should be coming through pretty good. This audio. This is about the best portable microphone audio that I could achieve portably, conveniently. Ultimately, I've got a lavalier in my scooter bag as well. I could use that, which is the chest maple microphone and use that to walk around. But yeah, someone said I should do more of these lives of random things, because after I did the live last week, I walked around Perth City. You try and hold a scooter with one hand, it's not easy. All you scooter riders out there, ride around with one hand, tell me. You know what it's like, I know you do. So to hang on like I am, I'm doing alright. I'm on full throttle, it says 19 kilometres on the grass at the moment. Just got up to 20, 21. Now coming off at that speed as well, it's not going to go well. But I'll just let the scooter go and start running, that's what I'd be doing. Oh, I'm going to get on a normal track now, thank God for that. Whew. On a normal path now, it's no longer gravel and grass. Whoa, kind of cool. Yeah, it's a good getaway. Like, it's only an hour away, heading towards Mandurah Way in the canals. But it still feels like you're in the middle of nowhere, because I've never been down here before. This is pretty wicked, this spot. I actually like it. It's not bad at all. Not bad. You know, you only have to drive for 100 k's. We actually bought 2 cars, because I can go off and do my own things while the mums and the kids do their things. Because there's actually, I'm down here with all by myself. I'm the only male, and there's 3 ladies and all the babies, all the kids I should say. Yeah, 3 mums. And just this dad, so I get away and branch off and do my own stuff. Oh, look at the clouds rolling down here. I think it's going to rain tomorrow. Cool, look at that, look at the view. So we're in this canal system. Not bad. Love it. So what else have you been up to on a Friday? What else are you going to do? Just kicking back in the comfort of your lounge room while I'm out and about. I've got to do more of these lives. I do, I know, and I appreciate the people that tell me that I should. So thanks. And I will. I'll even round up some just general walks in the city on a Friday night or something, maybe, or a Saturday night. Probably a Saturday night, because bugger doing that after work. Editing video. Editing video. Oh, you mean like make an editing video? Do you mean, Max? Or is that what you're doing right now? Editing. Yeah, I did film some, what do you call it? I'm going to get back on the scooter. I did film some footage. Oh, yeah, yep. Was that yep as in, yep, you're editing? I think that's what yep means. Yeah, it must. I assume that yep must mean you are editing a video. How can you edit a video and watch someone else's? You actually spun me out last week, Max. Like, we were at the rally, right? I was going live and I was like, anyone out there? I didn't expect anyone who was going to be at the rally to be able to tell me, oh, I missed that comment, whoever that was. I wish I could bring them up. I think there is a way. I think some messages, such as potential spam, may not be visible, but that's not what I want. Ultra wide 49-inch screen, yeah, of course, that would do the trick, wouldn't it? I don't have the luxury of that technology. I put all my what do you call it, in like the technology to run these things, like the microphones and stuff like that. So you know, I always buy new mics and stuff. I bought another one just last week. So yeah, with all that type of equipment. But again, saying that, I don't even have a current computer. 2011 MacBook Pro is what I run. I edit all my videos on iPad. I was using iPad Air 2, which is 2015 or 14, pretty old. And then I just recently upgraded at the start of the year to an iPad Pro, but it's a 2nd edition, so they're up to what, 3 or 4? So I'm still using old technology, but that's the thing, I guess, that you know, I'm not made of money, so I'm not just going to lash out and get everything. I don't make money of this. That doesn't support my my live situation. I'm trying to think and talk at the same time. It doesn't pay for my equipment for doing this. Sorry, I was focusing. There's some bumps. Again, this could be pretty risky because one wrong bump, even let go of the throttle. Sometimes you let go of the throttle and it throws you forward over the hangers. And there is a certain stance you're supposed to have for a scooter. I'll show you this stance, right? 1 foot is supposed to be pointing forward. I don't know what's going to happen if I tip the phone upside down. because you're supposed to be standing like a boxer, so when stuff happens you've got grip. I see people standing with their feet next to each other, width apart. You've got to have one foot in front of the other on a scooter for best stability, like this. You see that? You've got to have one right at the front as far as you can get it, one at the back sideways like that. That's going to give you best stability on these things. I see people standing like this. You cannot stand, you shouldn't stand like that on a scooter. It's the least stable position you can be on. As soon as you go flying and over, your feet will just scorpion kick you in the back of the head. Again, the most stable spot on the scooter is going to be just like that. Not sure if you said that because the mic was pointed down, but that's just basically, yeah, what you're supposed to do, but whether people do that or not, who knows? It's up to you. I forgot to say the Max Egan thing as I went past that bloke then. What does he say? Namastos or Namaste or something like that. He says something as he goes past the people in Mexico. And to all the Mexican people watching out there, or people that speak the language, I'm going to speak some similar language. La migra. That's all I'll say. Matendo Guero. I'm only singing Brujeria lyrics now. If you know a death metal band from way back called Brujeria, a lot of people in Australia or Western world call them Brujeria, but it's actually pronounced Brujeria. A Brujeria. A Brujeria. I know what you're tuning in for. You're all hanging on to watch me go flying. I just know it. You want me to fall off this bloody thing. It might happen. Anyway, there's people out there. I can't believe there's people tuning in. There was like 14 people before. There's about 5 now, so I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting anyone to log in so soon, actually, to see this on a Friday night especially. You know, everyone's got lives, everyone has to do stuff. Whether, you know, whether you can be bothered with this, because I'm just a man who doesn't really have anything relevant to say. I feel irrelevant sometimes. People say, oh, I'm doing well, but you know, what does doing well mean? What does that mean? Doing well, staying out of trouble? Or doing well, you're successful? Because I'm not successful at anything. Never have been. That's been my biggest downfall, is not being successful at things. Even though I'm good at things, doesn't mean I'm successful at it. You know, might be good at talking to a microphone, but doesn't mean I can obtain and hold viewers. I mean, look at my Telegram page. I think it's got 330 subscribers on it, and it went up to about 350 at one stage. So I've lost people. But I know with Telegram, a lot of that's spam. A lot of that is the bots that go on out there. But I've not seen it grow. I've been making these little videos. Most of my time is spent on Telegram. I don't really talk about Telegram much on YouTube because that's where I mostly am these days, is Telegram. And all the edits that I even do for Telegram doesn't build me extra subscribers, doesn't do anything. So whatever I'm doing something wrong, because I can't grow a channel. I can't create people to subscribe to it. I can't do anything that I have this black cloud. I think it's my biggest downfall. Nothing I touch turns to gold. We'll say that. Some people are lucky, and some things people touch turns to gold. I'm the total opposite. Yeah, I might be doing this, but it's goddamn bloody hard work to the point where I started this channel in late 2019. So what's that? Nearly 3 years. And yeah, it's not much. Well, alright, 2,000 subscribers on YouTube in 3 years, and I got like 1,000 of those in 3 months at the start of this year. So, interesting, I've come into a dead end. Yeah, no, I'm not. This is what Max Egan should be doing, not walking. He should be scooting and talking. Is this a niche, or a niche, or whatever you call it? Damn, you know what, I forgot to bring a light. Because I got high quality lights. I might even take this for a night walk one of the days that I'm down here, because I can light up the world with my O-lights. I'm not sure if you know what an O-light is. I've got lots of O-lights. Hey, look at this joint here. Cool. People down here jarring on, watching the bloke on the scooter about to go Palagazza. So just keep that in mind, folks. I've been riding this scooter with one hand the whole time that I've been down here, which is quite a feat. You try riding a scooter with one hand, tell me how far you get. I actually hit the throttle by mistake, it threw me back. Yeah, I'm in a big open spot here now. It's pretty cool down here. There's the river again. I love it. It's getting dark. follow the track, go up to here. I haven't explored up here, so we'll do a big explore on this tomorrow, this section here. We'll head on up. So if any of the haters want to meet me here and bash me, this is where I'll be tomorrow on the scooter. You can throw a bit of fishing line up between two trees, tie a knot in it, each end, and I'm at a dead end, and you can just sit back and wait till I come past and I'll go flying. I'll start heading back now because I haven't got any good touch. Look at that dead end in the middle of nowhere. Wow, we're down to 3, guys. Down to 3. Alright, I haven't been able to entertain too many people out there to keep his on because you've got better things to do on a Friday than watch this guy with his one-handed scooter. Live is definitely a different thing. So Max, if you're still watching this, you're making video edits as we speak, you will know that live is obviously different to edit because sometimes you can go back and edit things out of a video. Not sometimes, always when you're editing. Only put the best bits in, but with this you've just got to run and gun and go with the flow. But it suits my lazy style lately, even though I do like to make video edits for people to make it as nice as I can, but that effort is a waste of time half the time anyway, because it doesn't mean it gets you extra views or whatever. It's not worth all that beautiful view out here. I'm gonna go on the jetty. Someone's yelling out to fang it from the pub, you know, the drunken intoxicated fools. Oh, I know they're talking to each other. Whoa, if I fang the throttle here, I'm in the drink. Phone's in the drink. I got a bit of a ramp here. One arm. Whoa. That could be a potential candid camera. Now I'm on foot, I'm walking. That could have been a potential candid camera fail there. But yeah, pretty wicked. It's good to get away. Get out of Perth town. And you know, like I say, only an hour down the road. Ooh, only an hour down the road, but it's actually pretty good. You know, sometimes you don't need an overseas holiday, I don't think. You just need to get away. You need a holiday from your house. That's what you need. And being in a young family, I do it a lot, and I do it many times, but I'm only just starting to do this live stuff, so I've never really put me family holidays on YouTube as such. But my wife always books something. Oh, now I'm riding the scooter again, obviously. Whoa. And off we go as we're fanging through, trying not to lose it. Well, I'll make it back to the house. I know family of ducks. I dropped the throttle as I spun the camera. I nearly lost it. That's that inertia of going forward when the thing slows down, the momentum backs off. The inertia of my body weight just wants to throw me. Well, 9 people now, nearly in the double-digit mode. Awesome. I really probably should write down some things I want to talk about, a bit like what Max Egan does. He has his topics on a piece of paper and he looks at it as he's doing it. But it's not that important or relevant at this stage for me to do that, because I just want to try and be a little bit regular with this live stuff, to see if it can build up a following and see if people want to tune in and watch this. Obviously I'll listen back and just have a quick flick through this to make sure there was no wind noise in the microphone, because I haven't got the fuzzy air thing, but I am cutting through the air, and at some stages I'm doing 20 odd k's an hour through the air, which would potentially make wind noise in the microphone with just the foam piece that's on top of it. And I haven't got the chest mount mic, which it is in my pocket, I have said earlier. God, I sound like a broken record at times. Yeah guys, I've been posting a lot of ukulele lately, because I have been practicing a lot of ukulele on Telegram. Yeah, but some of the videos that I post there are only 1 minute long, so I just hit record and send. Because what happens is, if I do a big long recording, it becomes a jam session of just me practicing ukulele, and they'll make lots of mistakes, and I don't want to put it out. So basically the minute means I have to play a little bit solid for a minute and release the video and not think about it, even though there's mistakes in it and whatever. But I'm not playing songs, there's 2 particular chords I play that I'm mucking around on. They're just fun to play. Ukulele is awesome, so if anyone out there is contemplating learning, just do it, because there's a couple of easy chords on ukulele. You just got to keep it tuned and make sure you tune it, get one with the tuner, or get one with an inbuilt tuner or whatever, and or get the app on your phone and learn how to tune a ukulele, because an out of tune ukulele sounds like crap. You really got to prioritise keeping the thing in tune, which a good one stays in tune and you don't really have much issue. But I might do a live ukulele jam along video one day and just kick back and have some fun, make some noise. I might even do that if I get back and I'm able to put the thing on, but I won't go for too long, because I'm sure you've got a lot to do on a Friday night. Then watch this ugly mug on screen. But I know why most of you might be tuned in the hope that I'm going to go over the handlebars live on YouTube, because there's a possibility that's going to happen. But yeah, all these little homemade, they're all private jetties. All says private. It's not for public, but I'm sure they wouldn't tell you off if, like that empty one over there, has got a table on it, chairs, and you wouldn't stand on it with private with a chain on the front. They would tell you off if they were here. But who's going to stop you throwing a rod in the water? But who actually, I mean, look, even though it's a private jetty, I don't understand the laws on that, because my theory of water and laws growing up, like a farmer can own a land and there can be a river running through it. So as a kid, I always remembered that you have a right to access that river. Well, I remember it was something like 20 metres. I could be wrong, I'm just quoting random figures here. Something like 20 metres you were able to access that river. So you could walk through a farmer's property up a river, because that was government water or government whatever, you know. Like, I just remember it as a kid, because I grew up in country Victoria where there's lots of dairy farms and all that sort of stuff. So we would go crayfishing and fishing up the waters, up the rivers, and on people's property, and we'd also go mushrooming in the paddocks. And not the mushrooms you're thinking about, I'm talking the edible ones, because we used to get a lot of mushies and mushy season to eat. Grew up with my dad going mushrooming, fishing, all that sort of stuff. But I didn't really become a mad fisherman. I think I've said that in other videos. My old man was a mad fisherman, and I never really became a mad fisherman. And down here where we're at this house, they catch bream in these waters. I've got a couple of rods with me, and I'm about to chuck a fishing rod in the water for the first time since about 2017, I think. Maybe 2018, 17 or 18. So I'll say 5 years. It's been 5 years since I've chucked a rod in the water. It just doesn't really, I don't really care. I used to get excited when I went down to Hamlin Bay and caught some salmon down there at salmon season. That was very exciting. But ultimately, something fell through with a certain fisherman that's out there with some alleged fishing trips we were supposed to go on, and I was supposed to do the videography for those trips. You know, bring all the gear and wirelessly mic everyone up and just go out and make some fishing videos and do all that sort of stuff. But finding people that want to go on video, and while I be the videographer, is hard. So if any fishermen out there want to do a fishing video sometime, I'm happy just to shut my mouth and be behind the camera and edit later and talk later, let you do all the fishing. You know, I used to do it with my dad's boat with the old VHS tapes, and I've got a few that I had that I was going to edit, but I actually spilled oil on some of them when I came to WA amongst stuff. Somehow oil got spilled all over these tapes that I had that I was meant to edit, and ruined a lot of family type videos and stuff with oil. No good. I mean, I was thinking, can I cut parts of the tape out, because it did go all funny, and you can cut and splice the old tapes, but I don't want to risk putting them in a machine in case it stuffs up the machine that they go in. Back in the old day, they used to be able to splice tapes and fix them, and that would be the way, but yeah, I don't know if it's feasible. I've still got some of them, but yeah, they're lost. I'll consider them lost. But I remember making some little fishing videos with VHS, and I would edit with them 2 VHS recorders. Play, record. I want to record that section. Play into the other VHS, record it for 5 seconds for that bit. Next bit, grab your next video, put the other one in the other one, record the next section. And I actually made a couple of music clips with like that as well back in the day. I'm sure a lot of you older people that lived through those times did similar if you were into the gadgets and technology like I am. Even though I'm not fully high tech, I just, you know, want to be. But it bloody all adds up and costs a lot of money. To be honest, I'm trying to branch away from all the high tech stuff and just get away from it a little bit. Because I don't know, I've only just this year gone onto different platforms. I've only ever been on Facebook and YouTube, and that was it. But everyone keeps telling me about all these different platforms, and I'm realising if you want to do a social media, have a social media presence, you have to be on all these things. I just signed up to Twitch just yesterday. I did a little quick one before I left, came down here on Twitch, I'll see how that goes. I might do more because I think you might be able to get away with more than you can on YouTube, because as you know, YouTube sucks with its community guideline bull and all the breaches associated with community guidelines of YouTube. You know, you have to be on your best behavior. We have to be little children, because, you know, we can't be adults anymore. We have to be governed by the government and the government of YouTube and Facebook and all that. I haven't done Facebook probably 3 months, I reckon, because I got another 30-day ban, and I deleted the app. I've got the messenger, so I can still contact family back home. So I haven't actually deleted the fake page or fake name that I had, but I have deleted Facebook off the phone, so I don't have to access it. Because I would find that if I had to go somewhere, say you had to be somewhere at 10 o'clock, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning, pick up the phone, scroll a bit of this, bit of that. Next thing you know, you're going through Facebook. Before you know it, you've wasted 45 minutes going through a rabbit hole of comments and kind of comment arguments with people, you know, because people don't like what you say and you want to have a go at you for something you've said, you have right back. And that's what I don't like about Facebook. They're all government enablers on those platforms. They're all government lovers. You can't do anything wrong or say anything bad about the government, because they're all for the... I'm not saying I'm not for the government. I'm just saying I'm not for the crap the government puts us through, and the sheep just let them do what they do, which a lot of you good folk will know what I'm talking about. And there might be some people watching out there that are exactly who I'm talking about. I don't know. Because it stops when we all say no, and everyone in this movement knows it. It stops when we say no more. And I went into cash converters in Mandurah today, and I recognised someone from one of the stores up in the northern suburbs, and he said, "Hey, what are you doing here?" "Oh, yeah, been down here at the start of the year, whatever." And he goes, "Oh, weren't you doing FIFO, fly in, fly out?" And I said, "No, never done that in my life." And I said, I told him where I worked, and then I'm not going to tell you where I worked, but I told him where I worked, and then then I said, "But I got the sack." And he's like, "Oh, how come you got the sack?" And I said, "Because they forced me to do, you know, I can't say it on here because I'll get barred from YouTube, but you know what I'm saying." So they forced me to do the thing that I said, and the words I used were a swear word, was FUCK, the GOVERNMENT, because really that's what it is about. Fluff them, fluff those government people. That's all I'll say, but I won't, because I'll say more because I talk too much. Yeah, but that's how it should be. It should be fluff them. Hey, look, I told you I'm still one-handed on this scooter, one-handed this whole trip. All right, tell me something about the orientation. One-handed on this whole scooter trip. Smooth roads are the easiest for this. So basically I can set this on cruise control. It'll beep in them. Yep, beep. That's in cruise control now. I can just, look, hands not even on the throttle now. Hands not on the throttle. So the throttle is on the thumb, but it's now in cruise control mode. So I'm steady, smooth. It's like it's a gimbal operation, even though I'm not on a steady cam. But I'm looking at you like I'm running or walking really fast. You know what I'm saying? Wow, that's been 40 minutes. I wasn't expecting to go for that long. I really wasn't. It's unbelievable. I'm just gonna talk to you from this angle for a bit. Oh, look, there's the sun starting to set over here in Western Australia. For anyone over there in the eastern states that might be watching. No, you can't see that. Yeah. What else can I talk about? Well, this is almost as long as a Max Egan style video. I do talk about Max a lot, but I do enjoy Max Egan videos. So anyone out there that doesn't know who Max Egan is, and if you're open to learning rabbit hole stuff and going down a rabbit hole from a guy who's been down the rabbit hole for most of his life, and he's 60 odd, I reckon Max is, look up a guy called Max Egan, IGAN. I love watching his videos on a format called BitChute, on a social media platform. It's like Rumble, it's like YouTube, it's BitChute. So Max Egan, and it's called the Crow House. So You can check out some of his stuff. Some of it's a bit way out there. You think, whoa, but hey, I love listening to it, because anyone with another view on against the narrative of what's going on Channel 7, 9 and 10 is all right in my book. And I just like the way Max smooth, smooth radio voice style tones. To be honest, that's what I'm trying to win over people. If they, because I've valued trying to do voiceover sort of stuff as in years gone by. I did try to get into voiceover work, but it never really eventuated. But ultimately, that's where I want to go and head that way. Look, people around here party on the front lawns. It's just what they like to do. Look, there they are. The good folk down here. They're out in the front having a good old time. Yep, there they go. Yeah, bloody good old people. That's it. Awesome. A bit of a barbecue on the Friday night out the front. I do notice they do that a lot around here. Yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, so ultimately that's what I'm trying to achieve with what I'm doing on my social media presence, is trying to use my voice to have it. So when I do have topics that I'm talking about something, or even just reading stuff or voiceover stuff, or being a presence of a voice on social media. So I want to just, have it so people can listen to the stuff. Don't necessarily have to look at the ugly mug that you're looking at right now, just for the voice content, because I really do just want to put on a voice like this so people out there can just listen. I can read stuff, I can do stuff, I can talk stuff, and you can just put it on and listen. Because sometimes when I can't sleep, I just like to put voice on to listen to stuff, so it talks me to sleep. Don't do that all the time, because I like to go to bed tired these days. When I was working shift work, I used to get really bloody bad insomnia. But my wife kept telling me it's because you use your iPad in the bedroom, and I did. And it's that blue eye bloody bull crap that goes on. So I'd be in there for 2 hours before bed. I'd get home at 2 a.m. and I would just lay in bed for 2 hours until 4 o'clock. Then I put the iPad down. But it kind of keeps you awake a bit. But then it's towards the last 6 months, I reckon probably 6 or 9 months before I got the sack from not getting the pineapples, capital 3 government carrots in the arm, I ended up, I lost my train of thought. Damn it, I wish people could poke me while I'm just saying it. Yeah, so I ended up still one-handed. The 3 carrots in the arm. Can't remember what I was talking about. I lost my train of thought. God, you watch, I'll remember in a minute, and I'll just change the subject again, which I do. Anyway, it's another day on social media platforms that we can't stand. But you know what? It's just the main one. YouTube's got to go. Like everything in the world that's a top thing becomes no longer the top thing anymore. Like I'll talk about it, like the drone company. DJI is the drone company that makes drones, right? They're the #1 drone maker. They've only been on the scene for so long, right? But they are the duck's nuts of drones. But one day someone's going to topple them, because when they release new products, they have massive prices, overinflated prices. They make it so that you can never use the same battery system on a drone with the new releases. So you've got to go and buy all new batteries, even if you've already got 3, 4 or 5 batteries of the old model drone. So it's all proprietary. So they just think they're too good that no one's going to top them off, so they overcharge things. But then another look at Nokia. That's an example there. They were the kings. They were the kings of telephones, and you know it. But where's Nokia now, guys? It's going to be the same with Apple, which I guess that's kind of trending and changing a little bit. It has kind of changed and trended differently over the years. I'm back at the house now. Wicked. I fell off just as I get here. Look at that. Because I was too busy looking out there. Anyway, that dude loves his metal. Man, he loves his Metallica there, that dude across the road that lives in that house just there. He loves it. He's playing music that I recognise from my youth. Metallica, mate! Yeah. Awesome. I can hear it. Good tunes. It takes me back to when I was young. Yeah. That's all big. Anyway, I'll just go for a quick walk through the house. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I'm locked out. Hey, hey. I'm locked out. Can you hear how peaceful that is? This mic should pick everything up pretty good. I'll just leave the thing on so you can hear the serenity out here. And I might just sit back on this seat actually. This is the life. Can you hear me okay over there? I think you might be able to hear me okay. Might just bring this a little bit closer. There we go. Roll that back a bit. I still want you to see some of the background. That sinks down a little bit. Just gotta adjust the tripod here. Because again, I'm on the switch pod system that I was holding. See, that unit that I'm just carrying, that I was carrying on the scooter, awesome. Because it's got a wicked handle and it becomes a tripod so you can set it down. Look, I'm hands-free. The camera's just over there. And then, snap, snap. Those are the legs coming together as a handpiece thing. I wish I could show it to you. Actually, I will. Nah, bugger it. How many people are there? Ooh, there's 4 people. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And thanks for coming. This is the place to just kick back. Oh, Tony, Charlie, if you're watching, this is the place that I asked you about a couple of months ago. It would have been in May, actually. I asked if you wanted to come down here. And, yeah, obviously, you guys must have had other plans, but this is the place. Wicked pad. Wicked. Good spot. But again, I thought it was dwelling up. I thought it was out in the bush. Because I just saw a picture of a thing by the lake and I thought it was like a farm pond. But I said that earlier in the video. Why do I always repeat myself? I'll shut up for a bit and you can just listen to the serenity of this place. Bear with us. There we go. Listen to the... Listen. Ah, there's a bloody heater fan going on in the background. That's ruined that. Pointless shutting up, because all you're going to hear is that. But then again, this is a directional microphone, so maybe you won't. I'll show you the sound of it. That's what I'm hearing. It's not as serene as I would have hoped. Oh, did I take us up on the balcony? Yeah, I did. There's a balcony. No, it is nice. It is nice opening up to this place. Actually, turn the camera around. How do you do that here? How do you switch the camera? Oh, there it is. I'm going to switch the camera around so it just shows around. So that is the lounge room view. Pretty wicked. Sorry about all the mess now. This wasn't like this a few hours ago. Kids will be kids. But that is a very good view, good scene. I'll take us into my room in a minute. They wake up in the kitchen. There's the view again. Now take you into my room. Let's go into my room. Cameras. What's in my camera bag? Heaps of cables, heaps of stuff, heaps of microphones, heaps of stuff like this. Technology. What do I bring on a holiday? More stuff in there. More and more. It never ends. I hope I'm not walking through the house with duck poo on me foot. Oh yeah, so with this open, I'll show you. Obviously, wake up in the morning. Brilliant. It's quite nice. I'm sure you'd agree. So yeah, I'll post some links down below. Exactly where this video was, but I'm not going to do it till we leave, all right? Because I don't want to do it, you never know, haters will be haters. So I'm not going to say where it is until after we go. So I'll put that in the links below. So if anyone wants to get this sort of house, it's pretty good. What am I can show you the camera rig now. Look, right there. There's the switch pod. So that's what I'm holding in the hand, right? So actually, I'll angle this. Gonna angle it that way so you can see it. See, it's a little handle, right? But then, when you want to lay it down on the tripod, it goes like that. And you position it down as a tripod. And now you can walk away from it and do the stuff that you have to do. And then when you want to pick it up, you just go, and it's all one piece. See that? That sound is satisfying as well. I'll do it again. There it is on the tripod. Listen to this sound. That clicking sound is the best. Anyway, yeah, and you can also hold the handle up here. It's got little indented handles on here. That's got a switch pod ball head on top as well, and a Manfrotto phone carrier. But this is a pretty good, decent ball head that the switch pod made with it, so you don't drop your phone, so you can loosen it, it won't move. You can get some movement out of it, see? Movement. But it won't tilt on you until you undo it more. It's where it's got a double system where you can be careful. But anyway, I'll get out of here. Yeah, so there's the house. Looks like there's some dinner in the oven. What's going on? Oh, I've got to show you my O-lights. Look, more technology. That's a Coke can size O-light. That's an X7R. Watch this, right? You can sit this on the table. You can have it on your bedside table at night time, and all you have to do, that light's flashing. Watch this little light on there, right? That's just a little light to say, hey, I'm here. And then it will, once the vibration stops, it goes away, right? So that will turn itself off. There it is, it's off. But say that was your bedside table. As soon as you bump it, which I just did with my finger, it lit up again. So at night time, you can see where it is. Oh, there it is. Then you grab it. Long hold for moonlight mode, so you don't blow your eyes out. But this thing will light up. Watch this. I'll light up this room here. Ah, I'm going to go in this room. Oh, turn the light off here. Watch this. This is with this low light. Oh, look at that. Mega light. That's this thing on very strong beam. That's just pointed up to the roof, guys. There it is. O-light. Bloody good lights. Look, in an emergency power outage, you've got full access to light. Look, more technology, more stuff in here, more junk food. Yeah, more technology in there. Oh, my ukulele. I'm going to go get it. I forgot about it. Oh, turn the light back on. Grab my ukulele. And I might play you some ukulele just for a little bit of mucking around. Yeah, it should be fun. And I'll put the O-light on in the background. There it is. Switch the camera so I can see it. Put this back here so you can hear me. The O-light will be bouncing off the thing. Wicked, I get my own little lounge room out here, away from the ladies. It's good. All right, so if I sit back, I want you to see that view. It's not high enough. I've got to work out how to get it a bit taller because the tripod is a bit low. Because I want you to enjoy a bit of that background. So bear with me as I try and find something to prop it up. Maybe a chair. All right. So bear with us. This is for the people that are sticking by. I appreciate it. Thanks. You don't have to hang around, obviously. I can't force anything. Yeah, there we go. Then I'll put that down there. That's going to be much better. Oh, nearly lost the ukulele. Yes, I say ukulele. The thing about ukulele is I get it from The Simpsons, like saxophone, all that sort of stuff. See, this is normally a $300 ukulele, right? But a few months back, Mega Music had a sale where suddenly they were $65. $65 come with the tuner. It's a Tanglewood version. If you look it up, I forget what it is. It's a Tanglewood TWT 12E. TWT 12E, $65. Come with an inbuilt tuner on there. Brand new. It was like a sale. We ordered it from Mega Music online and I got it. Straight out of the bag, it's in tune. It's a pretty good ukulele. These are the two chords that I mess with, 'cause they're just so easy. I'll show you this chord, right? This chord is one finger, just there. So easy. Look at that, one finger. So any adult can play that chord, all right? Now I'm going to change chord to this one. One finger here, one finger up there. So that's another chord. They're my two favourite chords, just for mucking around. And then back to the other chord. Whoops. But it doesn't matter if I made a mistake and went to that second, but you can just get away with that. Down by the river, out to the sea, I will play my ukulele. Won't you play your ukulele with me? Yeah, alright. I'm sure I'm gonna get told off in the background because I'm making too much noise. I like to play ukulele with a plectrum, but I'm using my fingers today. Anyway, I'll kick back and talk crap. How many people are there now? 3. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hey, you know what? 3 people on a live stream is better than none, so I appreciate you 3 being there. Thank you. All right. Yep. 1, 2, 3. And that was a bit of oops, few dud notes, but that's okay. I'm just a beginner. Thank you. All right, I'll play a few other chords. Well, it's near the end of this video. Whoops, wrong chord. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Hang low, stay close. Yeah. Where's my daughter? Does my daughter want to come and play ukulele with me? I'll ask. Tata, would you like to play ukulele with Daddy? You want to watch the cartoon? She wants to watch the cartoon in that room. Kids will be kids. But there'll be times when she'll come and play with me on the ukulele. She's got a ukulele too, a decent one too. I gave her one of my other better ones. She did have a toy one, but she's outgrown it. And now she respects the toys, the ukulele. But you know what? I'm kind of glad she doesn't want to come onto the YouTube channel with her daddy, because her daddy is probably being watched now by how many people? One person on there, and that would be one federal police officer. So to the federal policeman that's watching me, thank you. I'm just a normal citizen. You mightn't like what I say or do about the government that you represent, but I'm not who you think I am. I'm not out to destroy the world. I'm out to share an opinion, because that's what social media is about. Thank you. All right, some person just tuned in then, so I can't tune out yet. I don't know who it was. Thank you. Hello, thanks for coming. There's 2 people on the screen now. Yeah, 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 yeah. someone else left. Thanks for shutting the door behind you. That was probably the federal police officer that was watching me. I wonder how much mainstream media watches this channel now, because the mainstream media used to steal the videos and put them on the news. Because they can't get their own stories, because they couldn't get the stories that us independent journalist guys can get. Because they can't go onto certain locations without threat of their lives. But it's like that a little bit for us, because sometimes when you're walking around with a camera, people are like, look at this fucking idiot with a fucking camera. So it can be dangerous. But I understand if the mainstream media wants to steal my videos. But to be honest, on YouTube, I haven't posted much. So you won't find much on YouTube because, yeah, I think you know. That one person that's there, thank you. Actually, I'm going to go get some sticks. I've got these wicked sounding sticks. I'm going to go get them. Why would I go get them when I can do this? All right, hello you. What are you doing? I can't put you on the video. I can't put you on the video because it's a secret. No kids allowed. Yeah, I don't want to put you on video there, Lulu, all right? So you have to go back to your mum. I'm going to keep you off the camera, okay? Yeah, what? Lulu? Sorry, we've got a really wild one here that always wants to get into mischief. All right. Here we go. Check out these sticks, guys. Check this. Now I've got a couple of African ones, so they were Indigenous Australian ones, so First Nations people. What else? And these are the African ones. These sound pretty good too. You know, I haven't mixed and matched them. Not sure if that's annoying out there in YouTube land. Ultimately, I'd like to play the ukulele and play them at the same time. Obviously, it's a bit difficult. So I'll just settle with one thing or another. Yeah, 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 yeah. Thanks for coming to the Hang Loose Recluse video. It's as live can be. And if you weren't here earlier, I was scooting down the road with one hand the whole time, 'cause the other hand was on the camera. If I went flying through the air, you would have seen it live on YouTube. And if I smashed me face into a pole and carked it, then you would see it live. And I don't know how I would have coped with that, but I would have been DIED. But that doesn't matter, because it would have been worse if I hadn't have been vaccinated. Actually, that's the wrong way around, because I am unvaccinated. It would have been worse if I was unvaccinated. Oh, I am, oh yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, because every time I hear about these people that are dropping like flies, can't talk about it on this platform. 1, the 2, and the 3 squirts the government forced into their arms. They're not all they're cracked up to be, but you can't say it on YouTube. Yeah, alright. I might have to call it a night. Thanks for coming, you two that are out there. I reckon one of them's Channel 9 and the other one's Channel 7. Or maybe it's a sergeant and a constable. Yay. Get a life, sergeant. Get a life, constable. Stop following me around. I know you're trying to bug me, but you don't have to. You can just go and follow me on YouTube, and you can hear what I'm up to, and you can watch everything that I do. Ooh, yeah. And that goes the same to the mainstream media. And there goes a boat in the background. I can see him in the reflection of the window. Or is it no, it's the phone that's up there, so I can see that boat. It's just there. I'll give it a push. There it is. I'm giving it a push. Get him out of the shot. I don't want you in there. You're making it no good. All right, I'm dribbling for the sake of dribbling right now, because it's fun and I can. And I've got not much else to say, except I know that it's federal police, constable and a sergeant watching me right now. You're trying to put together a case so you can try and put me away, because I'm too influential, because I have only 2 people watching my live videos. So I know you want to try and put me away, because I'm way too influential for society. YouTube can't even handle me. They have to censor me and delete my videos. There's one thing I've worked out: you can't say what you want in life on any social media platform. They kick you off. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. All right. I might call it a night, guys. Thanks for coming, because it's thick and dark in the background. That backdrop's wasted. But I do have Rube's Flyer magazine is watching. I'm going to do your review just here tomorrow, daylight. I'm going to kick back on this, as this will be a good background for the video. So the next Rube's Flyers sponsored magazine will have this backdrop in daylight, reading the book. Yeah, once again, it's been another Hang Loose Recluse production. We're down to 1 person. Thanks for coming. It's been over an hour now. Jeez, I can't believe I lasted for 68 minutes for the sake of going and making a video. I'm going to touch on something now. I'm not going yet. I know it's only one of you out there. I don't know who it is. It's probably the sergeant. You are forced to be on the spot on a live video. It's different because you know that you're live and there's potentially an audience out there. And right now we have 2 people tuned in. So live videos are very kind of daunting, but the more I do it, I guess the better I'll get at it and just realise, yep, live is the way to go. But it's like you're on, the red light's on in the studio, you know, you're on air, you're live, you can't mess up. So yeah, it's quite interesting. So we'll do more of these live videos because it seems that a few of you tune in. I get a few likes as I'm rolling with them, so I will do this more often. Maybe next Friday night or Saturday night, maybe. Yeah, what's normal week? Maybe Friday night, 5 o'clock or something might be the go, because I get a bit excited after I come home from work. I'll do one at 5 o'clock next week. Yeah, 5 o'clock. I'll make it 5 because I finish work at 4, so we'll make it 5 o'clock. So if you 2 people out there that want to tune in, the sergeant and the constable that are watching me right now, yes, if you guys want to tune in next Friday at 5 o'clock, if this is your thing, if you like it. Again, I don't know why people would want to watch this, but people like all sorts of different things for the sake of doing it. And I do value good audio. Let's hope that audio came out pretty good your end. I'm sure it did. I'll be listening back. I'll listen back just for the technology side of it, to hear how this microphone went, because last week I had one on my chest and an open one, but this one is just that one on that camera there. But I probably should have had one here because I can whisper when that's on and you can hear me pretty good when it's on the chest. But this one is designed to just pick up. And when you get close, like close proximity, you're watching another Hang Loose Recluse production. Thank you. See, that's very oomphy. That sounds like a radio type voice. Yes, it does. You get what I mean? Like, so that's up close. I might have peaked it out and made it distort, but that's close proximity. Picks up more oomphiness out of it. So you could get away with making a little podcast with this video mic. It's a Rode Video Mic Go 2. I might even disconnect it and show you what it looks like, but it's the Go 2. So Video Mic Go number 2. So here it is. Here we go. That's the mic. So that's the Go Rode Video Mic Go 2. It's got USB-C, so if you want to plug that direct to your phone, you can, but I'm just running the 3.5mm adapting into this. And can I get that? Nah, I can't get that next bit in the shot. So I've got to convert 3.5mm stereo to 3.5 into TRS, into the adapter that goes into the phone. Noisy for yous. I'll plug that back on up the top of the camera there. And yeah. And again, to emphasize the point, you're listening to another Hang Loose Recluse podcast. So once you get up close to it, it's real oomphy, isn't it? Thank you. All right. When I was younger, do you know, some of my friends back in the day would call me like Jack Black. I was like known as the Jack Black of metal amongst my circle of mates because of my stupid personality and silliness out there and craziness, you know. But back then I was playing lots of hard rock and metal stuff, and but they would call me the Jack Black of metal, which was a compliment. So thanks, guys. Thanks to all my mates there that used to do that, because I don't do it as much anymore, but I would do stuff like metal. I would do stuff like that a lot. You have to do that every day to get that good, that 80s metal scream sort of sound, if you know what I'm saying. But I used to do it a lot. And people would call me the Jack Black of metal. Yeah, 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 yeah. But everything I've ever done, I've always been unsuccessful at it. So remember, folks, if you're going to do something, make sure you do it unsuccessfully, like Hang Loose Recluse. Become a recluse. That'll fix it for you. Just become a recluse. Shut off society. This is the only way that I enter society, is through the eyes of this camera lens. So all you police officers, well, it could be a whole police force watching this, because you might be in an office watching this, the police that are watching. It says one viewer, but it's probably like 10 people sitting around one computer watching this guy talk, because I know you're watching. I know you're trying to blame me for something I didn't do, like you did when I was 20, because that's what the police do. They blame you for things just to try and solve a case. Yes, police, I'm talking to you, because you do that, and you did it to me when I was 20, and that's why I have a little bit of angst towards you. I don't hate you. Actually, I'll just say my neighbour's a copper. My neighbour is a copper, and yeah, I don't hate her. She was there at some of the rallies I even noticed. Some people that know me know that as well. So, but doesn't matter. I mean, people are people. People are human. But I don't like the arrogant intimidation they try and put on you because they've got a uniform and all that sort of stuff. It just doesn't. It just gets me going. It just makes me want to be smart ass to them, because you can probably tell that I am a bit of a smart ass. And I do want to be cheeky, and I have been in a lot of trouble when I was younger with my cheekiness through the police and the law. One time I even told the police when they broke up a small party. Doesn't matter. There's two people tuned in. One time when I was young, I was at a party and the police came in and asked them. When I say party, there was 6 of us around a shed on a Friday night listening to a few metal tunes. About 10 o'clock at night, coppers come in. We turned the music down. The house owner, one of my good mates back home, turned the music down, but the coppers proceeded to not like us because we had long hair, heavy metal t-shirts and all that stuff. And we're all good guys, good working guys, you know. We might have looked like druggies, but out of 6 of us, only 2 of them were druggies, or dudes that smoked a bit of pot or whatever, and I wasn't one of them at that time, because I was still pretty young. And, you know, because we had long hair and, you know, you get labelled by the police for that. So they proceeded to pull out their little black books and call us, try and request our names. And they would, yeah, you know, they were there for the music. The music went down. The owner obliged with that request. But I proceeded to stand up to the police and say, nah, mate, I'm going to swear here. So if you've got kids, you might want to close their ears. But I did, and there is kids in the background, so I have to kind of whisper this. I swore at them and said, mate, you've got the music, you've come around for the music's down, you're on private property. If you don't fuck off, I'll call the cops. And I said it to them a couple of times, they didn't like that. A couple of mates laughed about that because it was funny. If you don't fuck off, I'll call the cops. In other words, get off, mate. Get out. You're on private property. So they proceeded to, pull out their thing, trying to get everybody's name and details. But I did study a year of legal studies in year 11, 1992, I think. And I told them, I'd studied a bit of law at the time, and I knew that they had no right to request your name. At that time, I don't know whether things have changed, but at that time, at the time of doing that, it was early 90s, the police had no right to get your name unless they had reason to believe that you were guilty or suspicious of criminal activity. And that's the way I used to word it too, and I used to say that to police when I was younger too. When they'd ask me your name walking home at night, do you have any reason to believe that I'm guilty or suspicious of any criminal activity? But of course, when you're 18, 19, 20, 21, they still hassle you and treat you like crap and still get your name out of you because, they basically threaten you. But back then there was no evidence of that, so you just have to just give them your name and just get on your merry way, even though you're in a small town of 18,000 people. But I think things might have changed since then. And the other thing was, this is Victoria, so I think you didn't even have, don't quote me, I don't think you even had to give your name if you're a passenger in the motor car, or that was the only other time you had to give your name, was you might have been in the car with someone and they asked for your name as well. But if you're walking the streets and you didn't do anything wrong and you hadn't committed a crime, you didn't have to give your name. I don't know whether things have changed and what the go is. Well, there is a sheet that I got from one of the groups over here, printed, ready to go, because I clam up. I get a bit fiery when the police are around now because because I'm not scared to open my mouth. So the only reason I get fiery and kind of, it's because I'm holding myself back from saying stuff because I just want to let it rip and be that 20-year-old that I was when I used to tell them. Back to that story when I was told them to F off or I'll call the cops. They waited for me to leave. So it was around midnight-ish. Another mate was there who was a bit mouthy like me. Out of 6 of us, only 2 of us were mouthy. They arrested him, but then other mates come back and said, Daz has just been arrested. So we all went up there, and then they saw me, and then they chased me, and I'm running back to my mate's place 50 metres away because they parked around the corner. And I'm in chase, mid-chase with the police, and as I'm running, I'm thinking, I've made it because I'm back in my mate's property, not realising that I was going to get crash tackled to the ground on his front lawn because they were mid-chase. So basically, I thought, in my drunken mind at the time, I was like, I'm in safe territory. I'm back where I should be on private property, but I got chased from the streets, so therefore I was taken away. And they took us not to the local station, they took us two stations away, 30 kilometres away. So instead of taking us to the local one, they made it so we had to get out and pay for a taxi to get home whenever they let us out 4 hours later because it was drunk as well. So they got us for D&D. And that was a pain because back in those days, you'd have to pay for a taxi to come back to the next town or the other town, 30 kilometres away. So frustrating, that they couldn't take us to the main station. There goes my wife in the background. Get out of the shot! All right. I'm going to leave you with it. There is 4 of you there. I'll leave you with it. Thanks for coming. I'll play the ukulele again. Viva Las Vegas and all the other things that go with it. Viva Las Vegas. Thanks for coming. This has been another Hang Loose Recluse production. Thanks for watching the Hang Loose Recluse live session. I'll be back next week from 5 p.m. Friday. Thank you. And thanks for coming. Appreciate it. I really do. It's fun. I enjoy it. I don't mind it. I don't care that there's only a couple of people watching. I'll just do it anyway. I'll just keep doing it. Now I've got to end it. Thanks, guys. See ya. You're watching. I can't not end without the Hang Loose Recluse thing. You're watching another Hang Loose Recluse production. Thank you. And I'll say it from a distance, so my face is saying it, because I want it to be oomphy voice. You're watching another Hang Loose Recluse production. Oh, there's 2 people now. I can't go when there's 2 people logging in. Max. Well, I reckon you're working for the Federal Police, mate. Oh, I've been meaning to ask Shazza that Hang Loose Recluse shirt she was going to make. I forget, because I forgot to mention it last time. I was meant to hit yous up in the city. I thought about it last week, but then I forgot when I saw yous. But, lights just... Oh, that me torch just went flat. All right, well, that means it's time to go. And thanks for coming, guys. I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of my holiday and play ukulele. It's coming. Thanks, Max, and thanks, Shazza. And I guess I better say, and Trevor McD, if you're out there, and Marie, we gotta catch up one of these days soon. I've been lazy on weekends since May. Pretty much since May. Since I've been working again, I haven't really had much of a life because I live a reclusive life and I'm also just a homebody. I'm actually a homebody, everyone. I love the comfort of just kicking back at home and not doing too much and not branching out too far. And now I'm doing live videos. Once again, I mean it this time. I'm going, thanks, Max, for all your support. And I couldn't believe that you were there to give me the go-ahead from the rally last week to say that it was working. How could you do that while you're at the rally, mate? You're at the rally. How can you have your phone out and do it, mate? You're supposed to be filming yourself, but here you are telling me that I'm coming through. Excuse me, loud and clear. I better go before more people tune in, because if someone else tunes in, I'll tend to stick around. So it's really, I'm just saying goodbye to you, and I think it's Max. I think it is. All right, thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Didn't think I'd go for 82 minutes, but I sure did. You're watching another Hang Loose Recluse production. Live broadcast. Tune in next Friday, 5 p.m. for another live broadcast. Thank you.